Good day, mathematics students. Welcome to Educate. In our previous video, we talked about a basic introduction of absolute values. Now we're going to look at absolute value inequalities. When we say that we've got an inequality, it's either with a greater than or we have got a less than. So we can sometimes put an equal to, but that doesn't matter. It's a matter of no significance. But in this case, when we're looking at absolute value inequalities, it's either we have got a less than or we have got a greater than. So we are going to start with the absolute value of x is less than a if negative a is less than x and x is less than a. So here you put whatever is in the absolute value, just put it between negative a and a. But then this clearly doesn't make sense from looking at it, just looking at it. So let's try to visualize it using a number line. So basically, if I say the absolute value of 2, I'm trying to question myself, what is the distance of 2 from 0? Okay, just that's the meaning of an absolute value. I discussed this in my previous video, that when you say the absolute value of 2, we are questioning what is the distance of 2 from 0. Or in this case, if I say the absolute value of 2 is equals to 2, I can also say that the absolute value of negative 2 is also equal to 2, because 2 and negative 2, all of them, they are at an equal distance away from 0. They are equidistant from 0. So they are actually having the same absolute value, the same distance from 0. So now what if I say that the absolute value of x, the absolute value of x must be less than 2. So let's interpret this in a geometric sense. So now we're trying to say that whatever x value that I'm going to put here, it must be giving me a distance that is less than 2. Okay, whatever that I'm going to be putting here or substituting here, the x value, it can be any general x value here, it must give me a distance that is less than, positive 2. So I know the critical points. I know which distance, I know which numbers do I get the distance of 2. Because for me to get a distance of 2, or the absolute value, which is 2, I can either use 2 or I can use negative 2. So basically, I know that here at negative 2 and here at positive 2. Let me just put a open circles here. So this is negative 2 and then this is positive 2. So these are the two places, here and here. In these two places, I know definitely that the absolute value, it is 2, but the distance away from 0, it is 2. So now I want to get a distance that is less than 2. I want to get a distance that is less than 2. So to get my distance that is less than 2, I need to stand here at these points, negative 2 and positive 2. And basically, I need to take all the values between negative 2 and positive 2. All the values between. It can be negative 1, it can be 0, it can be negative 1 over 2, it can be positive 1 over 2, but any value that will give me a distance that is less than 2. Any value that will give me an absolute value that is less than 2. Okay, so I need to take x values, though I'll just refer to them as x values. I'll need to take x values that are between negative 2 and positive 2. Hence, when I write it, I say the x values that I must take must be between negative 2 and positive 2, because I know definitely that when I'm at negative 2, my distance away from 0 is 2. The absolute value of negative 2 is what? Is 2. When I'm exactly at positive 2, the absolute value is also what? Is also 2. But when I'm between these two values, I get a number or a distance or an absolute value that is less. That is less than what? That is less than 2. So now let us just continue plotting this. So now, knowing that we can actually make a deduction, that is where this law is coming from. That is where this law is coming from, because the law says that the absolute value of x is less than a if negative a is less than x and x is less than a. So basically it means that for you to get an absolute value that is less than a certain value, then the x values that you must take, they must be between negative of that value and positive of that value. Similarly, just like here, they must be between negative 2 and positive 2. So here you have got this inequality. They say now solve the inequality. The absolute value of x minus 4 must be less than 1. The moment you see less than, you need to remember the law that when you have got absolute value of x is less than a, then your x values must be between negative a and positive a. This is what it means. So in this case, you take whatever you have under the absolute value sign, x minus 4 in this case, and then you just place it between negative 1 and positive 1. And then you solve for x. In this case, you can transpose 4 on both sides. You make it positive. This will be negative 1 plus 4. This will be less than x minus 4 plus 4. And then this will be less than 1 plus 4 in this case. So negative 1 plus 4, that's going to give you positive 3. And then positive 3 is less than x, and x is less than 5. So for you to get a value that is less than 1, you need to put an x value that is between positive 3 and positive 5. You can test this by picking values. For example, if you pick 4 and you put 4 here, you're going to get absolute value of 4 minus 4, which is 0. And 0 indeed is less than 1. You can confirm your inequality if it is correct. Okay, so basically for you to get a value, an absolute value or a distance away from 0 that is less than a certain desired number, then you need to just place the expression that is under the absolute value sign. That's why I said here, put whatever is under the absolute value sign, or put whatever is in the absolute value sign. Put it between negative of this number and positive of the number. Let's try to do this here. You have got 2x minus 3. The moment you see less than, that's when you can apply this law. So under the absolute value sign, we have got the expression 2x minus 3. So we're just going to place it between negative 2, and we're going to place it between positive 2 as well. So you're just going to take this number, negative of it and positive of it. You solve for x by transposing 3 on both sides. This will be negative 2 plus 3, and then this will be 2x minus 3 plus 3, and then this will be less than 2 plus 3. So now 3 minus 2, that's just going to be 1, and 1 is less than 2x, and x is less than 5. So in this case, you can see that we have got 2x here, but we really need our expression to be in terms of x. We are solving the inequality in terms of x. So we divide by 2 on both sides. This is going to give me 1 over 2 is less than x, and x is less than 5 over 2. So this is the absolute value inequality, whereby you have got a less than. So whenever you see less than, just make sure that you take whatever is under the absolute value sign. Whatever is between these two lines, guys, whatever is between these two lines, place it between negative of this number and positive of this number. So complete number 3, this one, on your own, and comment below if you were able to do it. What if there's no less than? What if there's a greater than? So we say that the absolute value of x is greater than a if x is less than negative a and x is greater than positive a. Okay, so this doesn't seem to make sense before we do some geometry with it. So applying geometry here, we basically say the absolute value of 2, I'll just use 2, is less than, let's just say the absolute value of x is less than 2. So when I say the absolute value of x is less than 2, the interpretation here will be like, I want to get an x value such that its distance will be less than 2. Okay, now I'll use greater than, So here I will use greater than. So here I want some x value such that its distance from 0, or its absolute value, will be greater than 2. So first of all, I still need to see, where do I get 2 as the absolute value? Where do I get the distance of 2 as the absolute value? In this case, remember that the absolute value has got 2 options, the negative and the positive. So in this case, I get the absolute value equal to 2 when I'm here at negative 2, and I also get it when I'm here at positive 2. Those are the points, the critical points, where I can get the absolute value exactly equal to 2. But now I want an absolute value or a distance that is greater than 2. I want a distance that is what? That is greater than 2. So I need to go away from 2. Okay, I want an x value that will give me a distance or the absolute value that is greater than what? That is greater than 2. So here you can see that here, if I'm going to use values such as -1, if I do the absolute value of -1, I'm going to get 1, and 1 is not greater than 2. So the values between -2 and 2 will not work, unfortunately. So all these values, -1, 0, and 1, and all those, they cannot work for the expression. But we can pick the values in such a way that we'll get a distance from 0 or an absolute value that is greater than what? Than 2. So here we can see that here at this point we have got exactly 2, but for us to get a distance greater than 2, we need to go to all the values that are less than -2. So we need to go to the values that are what? That are less than -2. For example, -4, -3, all of those values. -100, -1,000, -million, -billion, -trillion, all of those. So in this case, basically, you would say that to get an absolute value that is greater than 2, I can go to the left of -2. I can use values such as -4, because if I say the absolute value of -4, I'm going to get +4, and it's going to be definitely greater than 2, which confirms with our inequality. So in this case, I have to take x values. What x just represents any value that I can pick. In this case, I can pick any value that is what? That is less than -2. Or I can still get, remember that I can still get a distance of 2 or an absolute value of 2 if I'm here at +2. So if I go to the right of +2, maybe I take the absolute value of 100. If I take the absolute value of 100, 100 is far away there from the number line. I'm going to get +100. And +100 is definitely greater than 2, which confirms with our inequality. So basically, I need to take x values that are greater than what? That are greater than +2. So basically, when we say less than, we take the values between. When we say greater than, we take the values away from the critical points. The critical points. So that's where the law comes at hand and says that the absolute value of x is greater than a if x is less than -a and x is greater than +a. So basically you have to make your expression, the one that is under the absolute value sign, you need to make it to be less than negative of the distance that you want to get greater than of, and then you say x is greater than what? X is greater than the positive of this a. Just like here we say that x is less than -2 and x is greater than 2 for us to solve this absolute value of x is greater than 2. Okay, so let's just try to apply that. So the absolute value of x plus 5 is greater than 2. The moment you see greater than, that is greater than, means that we have to apply the law and say whatever is under the absolute value sign, in this case it's x plus 5, it must be less than negative of this number. It must be less than -2. In this case, x must be less than, you transpose 5 to the other side, x must be less than -7 for us to get a what? For us to get an absolute value that is less than, that is greater than 2. So x must be less than 7, -7. Or you can say that x plus 5 must be what? Must be greater than positive of this number, +2. In this case, x must be greater than 2 minus 5, which is going to be -3. The moment when I say or, I'm not trying to say that you've got two options and you need to only do one. You need to do both of them, because all of them, they're going to give you solutions. So you need x to be less than -7, or you also need x to be greater than -3, so that you can get a what? So that you can get a distance that is greater than 2 using this expression. You can put any values that are less than -7 here, substitute them for x. For example, if I put the value maybe -10, -10 plus 5 will just give me -5, and 5 is indeed greater than 2. So you can see that it confirms with our inequality. So you can pick values and test them out here and substitute them where there is x and try to see what is your solution giving you the same thing as the inequality requires. Okay, here you have got greater or equal to. The equal to is of no significance. I repeat, the equal to is of no significance. It is basically because this equal to doesn't really affect the result. You just need to take it along. So in this case, the absolute value of x plus 1 is greater or equal to 3. So the fact that you have seen greater or equal to, you need to apply the law that says when you are looking for an absolute value or a distance that is greater than something, then you need to go less than the negative of that thing and greater than the positive of that thing. In this case, x plus 1, our expression, it needs to go less than negative 3 so that we can get a distance that is greater or equal to 3. So we're just going to put an or equal to sign there. So here this will be x is less or equal to negative 4. So we transpose 1 to the other side, you get negative 4. Because if you put here values that are less or equal to negative 4, you are definitely going to get a distance that is greater than 3. If you put negative 5 here, this will be negative 5 plus 1. You're going to get the absolute value of negative 4, which is 4. 4 is greater than 3 indeed, so it confirms with the inequality. So do the substitutions and thoroughly check if you are getting the same values, if the values are corresponding. Or you can have what? You can have the expression x plus 1. Whatever is under the absolute value sign, just write it. X plus 1 can be greater or equal to what? To positive 3. If you are using less than, you use negative 3, negative of this number. If you are using greater than, you use positive of the number. So here in this case, x must be greater or equal to 3 minus 1, which is 2. So x must be greater or equal to 2. So if you use a number that is greater or equal to 2 here, maybe let us just use the number such as 5. 5 plus 1 will be 6. The absolute value of 6 is definitely 6 and is greater than positive 3, which confirms with our inequality. Go ahead and do number 3 and comment below if you understand. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, tell your friends to stay tuned and continue supporting us to grow and become a bigger brand at the University of Zululand.